This is like the entire roadmap of how you get a paying client, even if you've never had a paying client till today. I need to close every sales call because that's how I would feel good about myself. That's not the purpose of the sales call. The sales call is for you to understand the client's requirement and for you to genuinely serve selflessly without holding back in your aligned version, meaning you are aligning with the client, so the problem and the solution. The money will automatically flow because we're not doing anything for free. And then let the client decide, and the yes should come from them. We cannot force them. Very first thing, creating the persona of your ideal client avatar. So don't complicate it too much. I always tell, keep things simple. And you have to be very crystal clear on what problem you're solving.
Hey everyone, welcome to Pivot to Thrive podcast. This is your ultimate destination to elevate your mindset, marketing, and sales strategies for ultimate business growth. I'm your host, Dr. Priya, and I'm here to inspire and guide you on your journey to financial independence. My mission in life is very simple: to empower entrepreneurs like you with simple, actionable insights and easy to implement strategies that will transform your online business into a thriving success. Now, here's the deal. If your current strategy in life or business isn't working, don't quit. Just pivot. And it's important you understand that the goal for pivoting life and business isn't just to adapt and survive, but to truly thrive in growth, success, and abundance. So, in this podcast, we'll dive deep into the mindset shifts you need to break free from cultural barriers and embrace your true potential. We'll discuss cutting-edge marketing and sales techniques that you can apply to your business right away. Together, we'll create a powerful belief system that'll guide you towards the life you truly desire. So, grab a cup of coffee or even a fancy glass of wine, and let's start pivoting towards the success you've always dreamed of.
All right, let's do this. Most of you still unclear on what kind of content you need to be creating to get inbound leads. People asking you on how they can work with you, how they can book a sales call with you, how they can buy from you, instead of you reaching out to them in DMs, instead of you being pushy. So it's always the energy that matters. So it will be very evident when you are chasing the client instead of the client asking you on how they work, how they can benefit from you, how they can get help from you. So it's always helping and serving, especially in the coaching knowledge industry. And that is the energy that I want you to operate. So for you to be confident, even if you have zero clients, even if you've not made a single sale, you operate in that energy of not being desperate and just serving the clients with the right attitude. I'm your best example for today. And you can understand if I am sleazy, if I'm trying to sneak in and see when will this person pay me, when can I extract money from them, when can I convert them to paying client, then the energy that I operate will always have that hidden agenda with which I'm operating. But when you're operating from a clean energy of genuinely serving your client with the highest energy possible. So the clean is the word that I can think of, where you operate from a non-desperate energy of just sitting back and listening exactly to their problems. You are not processing on how do I close this sale? How do I do that? So sales call is a beautiful thing, and I'm going to do a different exercise and different section altogether for that. But for now, this is about content. Even when you create content, you have to create content with the energy that I'm going to serve my clients my best value. So how do you do that? Okay, so these are some pointers which will help you to create content in a way that it speaks to your ideal client. It really builds that authority in your niche. It builds that trust, and it makes them to contact you instead of you sneaking into their DMs. So the very first slide I have is the steps by which you can get a paying client. That's it. There's nothing else that's required. This is like the entire roadmap of how you get a paying client, even if you've never had a paying client till today. If you're starting from scratch, if you are just started an Instagram page or a Facebook account, or you're rebranding from whatever you wear to what you want to be, this is applicable for all of you, for anyone and everyone, every business model. Okay. First thing, be very clear with your ideal client avatar. What do I mean by that? You should be very, very clear in whom you're serving. Example, it could be first thing first, geographical. Is it just Australian, or your business is online? It's global. Okay, so that's one thing. The other one is whether gender based, man or woman. I mean, these days there's so many things about being inclusive and all that. I'm not getting into the details. I'm a traditional old school person, so I'm just going to classify them as men and women. So if your consumer is mostly female targeted, so then it is women. Is there a specific age group that you're targeting? Are you targeting moms? Are you targeting moms with special needs children? Go as specific and niched as possible, so you will be speaking to the right person. You're not talking to the general world. I used to be this person. I mean, even now, I think anyone, come to me. I can help you make money. That's my attitude. But if I'm going to throw that out to the universe, it could do this woo-woo magic. But social media world needs exact message that strikes and resonates to your ideal client. Meaning, I have to be speaking to side hustlers who are very, very time poor, but who wants to establish their side hustle to a mainstream income. So they'll have the comfort of leaving their full-time job and really working on their passion and making lots of money. So I have to focus on the pain points of side hustlers. Only then my message will resonate, because that's what I've done successfully. I've been a side hustler for the past 3 years, and I'm a full-time CEO now. How have I transitioned? What are the challenges I faced? I employ 3 staff. And what is the advantage of that? So I know it all because I've done it all. I'm not talking about running a 7-figure business, because I've never had a 7-figure business myself, if that makes sense. So what is the problem that you've solved for yourself, where you were, and what was your journey? So really sharing the real you, your journey, will be very, very helpful. So we'll discuss that in the content pillar.
Hey listeners, before we jump back into today's episode, I want to tell you about an incredible opportunity that's perfect for those of you who are always asking these questions yourself. How can I earn more money? How do I get more customers without spending on ads and fancy funnels? How can I generate recurring income without selling all the time? How do I create wealth without trading time for money? How can I transition from being a one-person show to mastering delegation? If this sounds like you, then you're going to love our sponsors for this episode, the Pivot Mastermind, a life-changing 6-month intensive experience designed to help you launch and scale your digital empire. But that's not all. One of the standout features of this mastermind is that each attendee gets a dedicated virtual assistant to handle the admin and social media marketing tasks. That means you can focus on what truly matters, growing your business and enjoying the freedom that comes with it. Don't wait any longer. Click on the link in the show notes to apply today and take the first step towards transforming your business and your life with the Pivot Mastermind. Now let's get back to today's episode.
But right now, I want you to really crystal clear. Take a notebook and pen, our most powerful weapon. Just a notebook and a pen, and start writing down. Whom am I targeting? What is their mood? What is the kind of YouTube channel they watch? What podcast do they listen to? The question that I asked in the market research call to few of you were based on these things. I really wanted to understand your psychographics of the ideal client whom I'm targeting. Are they into podcast at all? Are they into YouTube? Do they get motivation elsewhere? Do they go easily sign up courses? Do they like workshopping? So every question there was my search for my ideal client avatar. So similarly, you could do a market research with a Google form, or you could just post in your specific Facebook group that you would like inputs from and collate everything to create your ideal client avatar. And it'll be evolving. I tell you, it's not going to be one fixed, okay, shoot, this is my ideal client and this is how I'm going to get. But the first paying client will be very, very different from your ideal client. Okay, I tell you, that's the warning. But having a clear picture on whom you want to serve. So I always tell women entrepreneurs, but I have male clients who have paid me to work with me. So I can't say, oh no, I don't work with male clients. They're still clients, but they're not my real targets. But when you start working, whoever thinks you can help them, they will contact you asking to help. And then if you're willing to help, you can always say yes. Okay. So that's the very first thing. creating the persona of your ideal client avatar. So don't complicate it too much. I always tell, keep things simple. Okay. Is it national? Is it global? Is it man, woman? Is it a specific age range? Are you expecting certain criteria like women suffering from weight gain, women suffering from PCOS, or fertility issues, or stress, anxiety? Just jot it down. What are the things that you want to solve? And then that's how you create your I help statement, which you would have seen in the other modules in the course dashboard. And you have to be very crystal clear on what problem you're solving. I can't tell them, oh, I can make you make millions of dollars. I can just make you money. I would look like a scammer. So my promise is I will help you to launch and grow a side hustle in 90 days. So I'm telling them what I can help with. So I help side hustlers launch and grow a profitable side hustle in 90 days. I'm giving them a promise. So that's how I do it. So what problem am I solving? People might have a side hustle that's not profitable. So I'm going to help them have a profitable side hustle. People might not even launch their side hustle. I can help them launch. Some people might have launched, but they cannot grow. So I'm helping them grow. You know what I mean? So it's a very, very compact, compressed statement, but very lot of information that's there. So every word in your I help statement should be very precise, but it should be deeply resonating with your ideal client. So what problem you're solving has to be very, very crystal clear in your I help statement. That's very, very important. And then you create content that your ideal client can relate. They can build that genuine relationship and trust. Okay. And then the next thing, we all do that. 1, 2, 3, we are all good. And the next thing is where we don't tell them. You have to tell them how they can work with you, how they can get help from you. Are you offering a one-off consultation? Are you offering a one-on-one coaching program? Are you offering them a group program? Are you offering them a membership? What are you offering? Tell them that I can help you with a one-on-one coaching program for 6 months. Okay. And if you want, what do? That's the next step. Clear instruction. Go to the link in the bio. Click book a call with me and book a call with me. People love to be told. Like YouTubers with millions of subscribers still tell on every damn video, subscribe to my channel, turn the notifications on, because people like instructions. They want to be told clearly what has to be told. So they'll even have these cursors pointing to the subscribe button and notification bell icon. So why is that? We are all visual learners. So you can even have a little screenshot of your phone screen saying, how do they go? Where do they click? How do they complete the form? You can do that. You can go as much as you want to make things simpler and easier for your ideal client to understand the whole process on how they can reach with you. And after that, when they book a call with you, so the sales call, like I said, it's a totally different topic, but you have to show up in the energy of serving them in your highest aligned version. You see me using this term all the time because I operate from a 6-figure CEO mindset and attitude, though I have not made a 6 figures yet. Meaning I'm not faking, I'm not scamming. I told you all, I quit my 6-figure job even before I made 6 figures. But I operate in that mindset. A nail technician screwed my nails big time. Okay. But at that time, I would have made a huge drama if it was the old me. Now I was like, will a 6-figure entrepreneur do a drama for a $50 nail? For which she might even lose a job in this pandemic. She might be working for $20 an hour. So at the back of my mind, I was trying to empathize from the other person, but I called her and gave her a feedback. I'm very unhappy with what you've done. Maybe next time, please do it the right way. I gave her feedback and I still paid her in full. So this is what I called as you behaving, you presenting yourself in your highest aligned version. So if you want to be a millionaire, how will a millionaire act? Act like one, behave like one, have the habits, have the discipline, and have the lifestyle like one. So it doesn't mean go on Afterpay and credit card and splash, but it's just carrying yourself, presenting yourself in that attitude, in that mindset, which will reflect in people that you're not sleazy, you're not sneaky, you're not just trying to rip them off, trying to make them close the sale. So if I'm on a sales call, I'm like, when will this person say yes to me? She should say yes, because I need evidence for my business that I'm doing good. I need to close every sales call because that's how I would feel good about myself. That's not the purpose of the sales call. The sales call is for you to understand the client's requirement and for you to genuinely serve selflessly without holding back in your aligned version, meaning you are aligning with the client, so the problem and the solution. The money will automatically flow because we're not doing anything for free. Okay, so at that call, you are genuinely focusing on aligning yourself with the client's requirement, listening to them empathetically, providing them solutions on the call. Even if they're not going to work with you, that's what happens in my sales call. Even if they are a no, by the end of 1 hour, they would have a roadmap that they can go kickstart by themselves. Maybe that's why I get a lot of no's, but that's okay. Okay, so we have to serve from our highest aligned self, and then let the client decide, and the yes should come from them. We cannot force them. We can tell them, okay, I'm going to touch base with you in 24 hours to check if it's a yes or a no. I would love a response. Leave it right there. Very, it's a delicate string that's between how pushy can you be and how much you wait for the yes and the response to come from the client. Okay, so it always should be from the client asking you for help, asking you to help, rather than you pushing them, I'm going to help you, I'm going to help you, I'm going to help you. Okay, so that's the energy I want to go. So this entire thing, I wanted you to be clear. I want you to understand this whole thing. I want you to get into the groove and mindset on how the entire sales process is going to work, so we can start creating content appropriately. So I'll see you in the next video about content creation.
I truly hope you enjoyed listening to this episode as much as I enjoyed creating it just for you. Please follow Pivot to Thrive podcast on the platform you're listening to right now. It would mean the world to me if you could leave a review, and I'm so excited to see you on the next episode. Sending you loads of love, positive and healing vibes your way. Stay blessed.